For 3 months, Joan Joyce has suffered a persistent cough that's left her drained of energy. After seeing several doctors, a blood test finally revealed the real problem.
It never entered my head that I had whooping cough.
Susan, when you see Tanner having to go through that, I mean, what does it do to you?
It frightens me.
What goes through your mind?
I know a lot of things are losing.
Are those genuine fears? I mean, is there a possibility that whooping cough can in fact kill Tanner?
I could. It's only so young.
And how long is he going to have to be like this?
It could last for months.
And how long has it been going on? I mean, you've been like this now, what, for how many weeks?
3 weeks.
Is it getting any better?
Not really. He still goes the dusty blues and dusty colours, and it's very hard.
So what's your feeling about immunisation?
Well, all those kids that haven't had it, all the parents that haven't taken their kids, they should get it. Like it was said before, it doesn't cost nothing.
So you think all it would take for people to have their child suffer like this to change their mind?
Yeah.
Thank you, Susan.
All right.
Patricia is just 7 months old. Suffering from whooping cough, her mother has been up all night for the past 2 nights. Patricia's brother and sisters are also sick. In the initial stage, whooping cough has symptoms similar to those of a head cold. Then the cough increases in severity and comes in spasms which often end in vomiting or the inspiratory whoop. But it's not just babies at risk.
It's disastrous. If a nursing home, say of people over 60 with various illnesses, gets whooping cough, it just goes through like wildfire because it's a highly contagious disease and it is destroying of the people. When they cough, they get exhausted. When they get exhausted, they can't eat. When they can't eat, they get exhausted even further, and the coughing just keeps on going, and they just basically waste away in front of your eyes.
In babies, Dr. Cox says there's a similar vicious cycle of events, sometimes with very serious consequences.
It is fatal, particularly in children under 6 months of age.
Often, by the time the illness is diagnosed, antibiotics are useless. These children have a medical condition which prevents them from being immunised, but that's very rare.
Immunisation should be compulsory for everybody who does not have a medical reason not to be immunised.
Dr. Cox says most healthy adults don't require immunisation, but protection should be given to babies from 2 months of age. And he says the elderly should consider immunity lasts only 3 to 4 years.